You won't believe what Craig just said to me.
What now?
He told me it's either him or Cooper.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's me or the dog, Susan. Just like that.
You've got to be kidding me.
I wish I was.
After everything, after you let him move in?
He said he can't sleep because Cooper walks around at night.
So put on a white noise machine, or, I don't know, be a grown man.
He said Cooper gives him anxiety.
Cooper is a golden retriever, not a grizzly bear.
He said the house smells like dog.
It's a house with a dog in it.
Janet, I just sat there. I couldn't even speak.
What did you say?
I asked him if he was serious. He said yes. I'm not living like this anymore.
Oh my God.
He said I have until Sunday to make a decision.
A decision? He's not asking you to switch brands of coffee.
He wants me to give Cooper away.
No, absolutely not.
I know. But Janet, I thought we were doing so well.
You were, until he showed his true colors.
He said, it's me or that mutt.
He called Cooper a mutt.
Yeah.
I don't even like dogs and I'm offended.
I love that dog. You know I do.
You bottle-fed him when he was a puppy.
He was there when Greg left, when Lila moved out, when I had pneumonia.
He's your family.
Exactly.
Craig doesn't get to come in and erase 10 years of loyalty.
He said I'm obsessed and it's not normal.
You know what's not normal? Telling someone to throw away their heart.
He said I baby Cooper too much.
He's not jealous of a dog, is he?
Oh my God.
He is, isn't he?
He said Cooper gets more kisses than he does.
Craig's in a jealousy match with a dog.
I feel so trapped, Janet.
You're not.
If I lose him, I'm back to being alone.
Number, you'd be back to being free.
Why do I feel guilty?
Because he's manipulating you.
He said I've chosen an animal over a man.
Correction, you're choosing loyalty over ego.
He made me feel like a crazy person.
That's because he knows you're not weak. He's trying to break you.
I honestly thought he loved me.
Maybe he did, but only the version of you that he could control.
So what do I do?
You already know.
I can't believe I'm crying over this.
Cry, then breathe, then get angry.
I am angry.
Good, let it fuel you.
Do I pack his stuff?
Oh, honey, I'd already be stuffing socks into his shoes.
I'm shaking.
Want me to come over?
Number, I need to do this myself.
Then do it. For you, for Cooper.
He left for the gym. Said he'll be back in 2 hours.
That's your window.
I'm gonna do it.
You sure?
He crossed a line.
He bulldozed the line.
And I just bought a box of dog poop bags yesterday.
Wait.
You know what I'm thinking.
No, you wouldn't.
I absolutely would.
You are savage.
I'm just a woman who loves her dog.
I want pictures.
Oh, you'll get them.
Did you start yet?
Just finished dumping the last of his gym powders into Cooper's trash bag bin.
OMG, Susan.
1 scoop at a time. Vanilla Whey all over Cooper's old potty pads.
I'm dying.
I even labeled the bag Man-Child Essentials.
Please tell me you took a picture.
Front and back, high res.
You're my hero.
I'm shaking but laughing.
You're finally doing what he never expected. You're choosing yourself.
I found the cologne he bought in Italy.
What did you do with it?
Let's just say Cooper's tail knocked it right into the toilet.
That tail deserves a treat.
He's watching me pack from the hallway. Like he knows.
He totally knows.
His ears go up every time I unzip another drawer.
He's proud of you. I am too.
Why does this hurt, though? I mean, I'm the one doing the leaving.
Because it's grief, but grief doesn't mean it was right.
You think I'll regret this?
Do you regret standing up for your child, your home, your heart?
Number,
You won't regret this either.
found a card I wrote him last month. It said, I feel safe with you.
Ah!
I want to rip it into a million pieces.
Or burn it in a candle scented like Cooper.
He kept it in his nightstand. Probably right next to that stupid eye mask.
The one that says do not disturb.
Yes, I used it to scoop up Cooper's morning gift.
I cannot.
I wrapped his socks around it. Tied it with his charging cable.
He's going to scream.
I hope he does.
Any chance he'll show up early?
I keep glancing at the driveway.
Do you have a plan if he walks in mid-pack?
I'll toss him a leash and say, guess who's being rehomed now?
That line deserves an Emmy.
Janet, what if he begs?
He will.
What if he cries?
He'll try.
What if he says he'll change?
He already had the chance.
What if he says he loves me?
Then say, I love Cooper more.
Brutal.
Truthful.
I think he loved the version of me that let him win.
And now he's losing.
I want to scream.
Then scream.
I feel so stupid for ignoring the signs.
You weren't stupid. You were hopeful.
He always made me feel like I was lucky to have him.
He was lucky.
And now he's getting kicked out by a woman and her retriever.
Iconic.
I can't wait to see his face.
What's your plan when he walks in?
Say nothing. Just gesture to the pile by the door.
That pile is going to haunt him.
Poop Bag Mountain.
You're a legend.
He texted.
Oh no, what did he say?
Leaving early. Be home in 15 minutes.
Okay, breathe, you've got this.
Janet, I'm panicking.
Put on lipstick. Stand tall. You're not the one who should feel small.
Heart's pounding.
Cooper will back you up.
He's sitting by the door like a soldier.
He knows.
He's pulling up. I see the headlights.
I'm right here. Just keep messaging if you need to.
I don't know if I can look him in the eye.
Then don't. Look at Cooper instead.
Door's opening.
I'm holding my breath.
He said, "What the hell is all this?"
And?
I said, "That's your emotional baggage. I just packed it, literally."
Dead.
He asked if I was serious.
What did you say?
You made me choose. I did.
Goosebumps.
He looked like he'd been slapped.
Let him feel it.
He started saying, "Baby, let's talk."
I knew it.
I said, "No more talking. No more pretending this was love."
You're not just breaking up, you're breaking free.
He said, "You'll regret this."
Classic narcissist line.
I said, "Cooper's never made me cry."
Shoot that into my veins.
He left.
Where is he now?
I don't know. But I locked the door.
And your heart too.
Janet, I think I just took my life back.
Number you reclaimed it.
I'm crying again.
Tears of release.
I feel so light.
You just removed a man-sized burden.
I kept asking, what would I be without him?
Now you'll find out.
You know what I see when I look at Cooper?
What?
Peace.
Then you chose right.
I'm sleeping with my door open tonight.
And no eye mask on the pillow.
Only fur.
Only love.
Thank you for being here.
Always.
Tomorrow I'm buying Cooper a steak.
Make it 2. 1 from me.
He earned it.
And so did you. Did you sleep at all?
A little. Cooper kept nuzzling me like he was checking I was okay.
He's your emotional support dog now.
He always was. I just didn't realize it.
How's the house feel?
Quiet, clean, free.
Exactly how it should.
He texted again.
Already?
3 messages.
Let me guess. Guilt, then charm, then threats.
I didn't mean it like that.
Classic.
We can work through this.
Yawn.
But if you think some mutt matters more than a man, then maybe I never knew you.
Ah, there's the venom.
I didn't reply.
Good, don't.
Why does he still have this much power over me?
Because it's fresh, it's raw, and you cared.
I feel like I failed.
Number you passed the hardest test of all, choosing self-respect over fear.
He used to make me laugh.
So did clowns. Still doesn't mean you let them live in your house.
God, Janet.
You needed the reminder.
I keep hearing his voice. You'll be sorry.
And you will be sorry you didn't do it sooner.
I thought about calling him last night.
But you didn't.
Number I stared at the phone for 30 minutes.
And that silence, that was your strength growing.
What if he shows up again?
Then you show him the door again.
I don't think he ever believed I'd actually pick Cooper over him.
That's because he thought love meant control.
Do you think I was too harsh?
Number you were honest.
I still remember the first day Craig met Cooper.
What happened?
He said, "I'm not really a dog person."
That was your red flag.
I thought he'd warm up.
People don't always change.
Cooper tried to bring him toys. Craig would just ignore him.
I hate that.
Sometimes he'd sigh when Cooper sat near us.
It's like he resented the love that wasn't for him.
He'd say, "You treat that dog better than you treat me."
And the answer should have been, because he treats me better than you do.
I feel like I need to detox.
Then detox. No contact, no replies.
Should I block his number?
What's stopping you?
Hope.
Hope is beautiful, but not when it's pointed at the past.
I wanted it to work so badly.
But you wanted you more, and that's everything.
I'm going to block him.
Do it now, I'm right here.
Done.
How do you feel?
Like I just shut the door on a ghost.
Let it haunt someone else.
I keep thinking about all the things I didn't say.
Like what?
Like how I cooked dinner every night and he never said thank you.
Say it here, let it out.
How he rolled his eyes when I wore perfume.
Keep going.
How he said my book club was pointless gossip.
He was intimidated by smart women.
How he told me I was too emotional.
That's code for I don't like being held accountable.
I feel like I was disappearing.
And now you're reappearing.
He made me feel like I was lucky to be chosen.
But the truth is, he was lucky you looked his way at all.
I want to reclaim everything.
Start now.
I moved the furniture around this morning.
Yes.
Took down the photo of us in the hallway.
Burn it. Frame a photo of Cooper instead.
Already printed one?
Queen behavior.
I want to throw out the wine glasses he bought.
Do it.
He always said they were for special occasions.
Your piece is the occasion.
I'm crying again.
Cry until the tears feel clean.
I let him take up too much space.
Now fill it with what makes you breathe deeper.
I wish someone had warned me.
I tried.
I know. I didn't want to hear it.
We all wear love-colored glasses sometimes.
I feel like a fool.
Then you're a fool who chose herself. That's the best kind.
When did you know I had to let go?
The moment you said he made you choose.
I think I knew then too.
Sometimes we just need permission.
Thank you for being that voice.
Always.
He used to say I'd never do better than him.
Then he never met Cooper.
You think I'll love again?
I think you already are.
Who?
You?
That sounds cheesy.
Then grab the crackers.
He said I was too much.
You're exactly enough.
He said no one else would put up with me.
You don't need someone who puts up with you. You need someone who shows up for you.
I want to believe that.
Then say it out loud.
I deserve more.
Again.
I deserve more.
Louder.
I deserve more.
Yes, you do.
Okay, I'm going to take Cooper for a walk now.
Fresh air, fresh start.
I think I'll finally breathe fully again.
Don't forget the poop bags.
Oh, I've got plenty.
Love you.
Love you more. Back from the walk. Cooper chased a squirrel and almost dragged me into a bush.
Sounds like he's reclaiming joy too.
We both are.
Did you think about Craig while walking?
I did, but not like before.
How so?
I didn't miss him. I felt sad for the woman I was around him.
That's growth.
Every step I took felt like shedding him.
I love that.
Do you remember when I told you I didn't want to grow old alone?
Of course.
I don't feel alone now. Not with Cooper. Not with myself.
You are your own company now.
I passed a couple walking hand in hand. I didn't feel jealous.
You just felt peace.
I smiled at them.
See? You're not bitter. You're better.
I'm still scared, though.
That's okay. Fear shows up when we're stepping into something new.
It's like the silence after a storm. Too quiet.
Then fill the silence with laughter, music, you.
I think I want to repaint the living room.
Yes, what color?
Something light. Bright. No more dark grays.
Let the walls breathe again.
I want to open the windows more. Let air in.
You're detoxing your life.
I found one of his sweaters in the laundry.
Burn it.
I held it for a second.
That's okay. You're still human.
I didn't cry. Just tossed it in the trash.
That's progress.
I still wonder if he's going to try showing up again.
Let him try. You've already chosen your boundary.
If he knocks, I won't answer.
You don't owe him a single word more.
Do you think he's talking about me to people?
Let him. Anyone who knows you won't believe his version.
I hate that I care.
That'll fade too.
Sometimes I think about all the red flags I ignored.
Want to list them? I'll help.
When he told me not to wear heels because he liked me more casual.
Translation, he didn't like you standing taller than him.
When he said I laughed too loud in public.
He wanted to shrink you.
When he rolled his eyes at my garden.
Your garden is your peace.
He said flowers were a waste of water.
Number his ego was the real drought.
He never once refilled Cooper's water bowl.
Because care wasn't in his nature.
I just wanted to be seen.
You are, I see you, clearly.
Thank you.
Always.
Do you ever wish you could go back in time and shake yourself?
Every day.
I'd tell myself, don't confuse comfort with love.
Or silence with safety.
Or obedience with devotion.
Or criticism with honesty.
He made me doubt myself so subtly.
That's how control works, whisper by whisper.
But now I hear my voice again.
And it's powerful.
I looked in the mirror this morning and said, you made it.
I'm proud of you.
I still catch my breath when I remember he's really gone.
It'll hit in waves. Let each one pass.
Do you think healing is linear?
Nope. It's spiral-shaped. Sometimes it brings you back before it pushes you forward.
That makes sense.
But every spin builds strength.
I think I want to start journaling again.
Yes, let the pages carry your voice.
I used to write poetry.
Then pick up the pen.
I wrote one this morning.
Can I read it?
He asked me to choose.
That is stunning.
I cried while writing it.
It's truth in verse.
Maybe I'll start a blog. Healing with Cooper?
I'd read every post.
I want to help other women who feel like I did.
Then do it. Be the voice for the ones still whispering.
I wish I had that voice months ago.
But now you are that voice.
I feel powerful.
You are.
I'm scared of losing that power again.
Then build habits around it. Rituals, reminders.
Like what?
Every time you doubt yourself, do one thing that proves you trust yourself.
Like walking Cooper instead of texting Craig.
Exactly.
Like painting the room instead of rereading old messages.
Yes,
Like journaling instead of replaying his voice.
that's how you rewire your mind.
This is hard.
And worth it.
Some days will feel heavy.
And some days will feel like sunshine.
I want to find my own rhythm again.
You're already dancing to it.
I love you.
I love you too.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Luckily, you don't have to find out.
Cooper's curled up next to me, snoring like a chainsaw.
That's the sound of safety.
I'm going to rest too.
Sleep in peace. You've earned it.
Talk tomorrow?
Always.
Morning.
Good morning. How did you sleep?
Better than I have in weeks.
That's your nervous system calming down.
I actually made coffee this morning and danced in the kitchen.
Danced?
Just a little two-step with Cooper.
Now that's the morning energy I love.
I opened all the curtains. Light everywhere.
That's you letting life back in.
I still think about him.
Of course, he was a habit.
Isn't it weird how someone can take up so much space, then vanish?
It's not weird, it's grief.
I keep thinking about the dinners.
Which ones?
All of them. How I'd cook, set the table, pour the wine.
And he'd sit and eat like it was owed to him.
Exactly. No compliments. No thank you.
You were his comfort, he gave none back.
One night, I made his favorite. Lemon chicken.
I remember that. You even baked.
He took 2 bites and said it was too dry.
I wanted to scream when you told me that.
I pretended I wasn't hurt.
That was you surviving.
Then Cooper walked in, tail wagging, and Craig snapped, "Can't we have just one meal without fur in the room?"
That man was allergic to joy.
I looked at Cooper and whispered, "Sorry, boy."
Oh, Susan,
I told my own dog sorry for existing.
because you were told to feel small.
I feel angry at myself.
Number be angry at what conditioned you to think that was love.
I think I mistook peace and silence.
You thought if he wasn't yelling, it meant he cared.
But he was cold, quietly cold.
Silent cruelty is still cruelty.
I'm trying not to spiral into memory.
Then bring yourself back, one thought at a time.
I went into the garage this morning.
Why?
I needed to move his old toolbox.
You didn't toss it yet?
It was wedged under a shelf.
Let me guess, you dropped it.
It fell. Loud crash. Tools everywhere.
Was it satisfying at least?
I stood there, staring at the mess, and suddenly I just started laughing.
Nervous release.
I said out loud, "Guess you're finally useful now."
Lol.
I threw every wrench into a donation box.
Symbolic.
I even found the old leash he bought as a gesture.
The one he never used?
Yep, never once walked Cooper.
He bought it for appearance.
He always said, "See? I try."
Trying means effort. He meant optics.
He used kindness as currency.
Exactly. He expected love in return for crumbs.
I feel like I've woken up from something.
You have.
Do you think we attract people who match our wounds?
Sometimes.
I used to feel invisible in my marriage.
And Craig made you feel like you had to earn space.
He didn't hit. He didn't scream. So I told myself it wasn't abuse.
But it was emotional harm. That counts.
He'd say things like, "Are you really wearing that?"
So you'd doubt yourself.
"You're overreacting again."
So you'd question your emotions.
"You're lucky I put up with this."
So you'd be grateful for his presence.
It was slow.
They chip at you, not punch.
I'm tired of being chipped.
Then start carving your own shape now.
You always know what to say.
You always knew what you deserved. You just needed the strength to demand it.
I want to write something again today.
Do it.
I started a list.
Of what?
Things I will never apologize for again.
Oh, read it.
1. Talking too much when I'm excited. 2. Laughing loudly in public. 3. Letting Cooper on the bed. 4. Singing while cooking. 5. Needing reassurance sometimes. 6. Wearing red lipstick at 47. 7. Crying during commercials. 8. Saying no without explanation.
I'm framing this.
I want to add more.
Make it a book.
Letters to the woman I used to be.
I'd buy 10 copies.
I want to live out loud again.
Then turn the volume up.
I thought I'd be lonelier.
Sometimes solitude is sacred.
I feel like I can breathe in every room again.
You reclaimed your house and your heart.
What if I forget all this one day?
Then I'll remind you.
What if I let someone in again who doesn't deserve it?
You won't, but if you do, you'll leave faster.
I still feel weak sometimes.
Strength isn't about never breaking, it's about how you rebuild.
Then I guess I'm laying bricks.
One bold brick at a time.
I'm going to take Cooper to the lake later.
Let him splash, let him run.
He deserves joy.
So do you.
I'm thinking of getting him a new toy.
Name it freedom.
You're ridiculous.
And you love it.
I do.
Text me pics from the lake.
Of course.
Promise.
Promise.
I'm so proud of you, Susan.
I'm starting to be proud of me too. Janet.
What happened?
He showed up.
What?
At my door, unannounced.
You didn't let him in, right?
I froze.
Oh, Susan.
I opened the door just a little. He looked different.
Different how?
Not smug, not angry, just small.
That's not your problem anymore.
He said he just wanted to talk.
And?
I stepped outside. Cooper barked like crazy from inside.
Good boy.
He said, I miss you.
Of course he did.
I didn't realize what I had until it was gone.
Manipulation.
I was wrong about Cooper. I see that now.
Still manipulation.
He said he's been in therapy.
Since when?
I've been talking to someone. I'm trying to be better.
They all say that when they lose control.
He looked sincere.
Susan, number...
I know.
Do you?
My heart started racing.
Because your body remembers the danger.
He asked if we could get coffee.
And you said?
I said I needed time to think.
Susan.
I know.
This is how it starts again. A little crack, a little open door.
I felt guilty slamming it in his face.
You're not the villain.
I thought I was stronger than this.
You are. Strength isn't never feeling tempted. It's choosing yourself despite it.
I'm scared I'll fall for it again.
Then let's walk through it.
Okay.
What would coffee really be?
An entry point.
Exactly.
A test.
A trap.
He'd probably say all the right things.
But nothing would actually be different.
I know.
So what do you want?
Peace.
Would coffee bring that?
Number it would just confuse me.
So what do you do now?
I text him and say no.
Want help writing it?
Please.
Keep it short, clear, no justifying.
Okay.
How about, I appreciate you reaching out, but I've chosen to move forward and I won't be revisiting the past, wishing you well.
That's perfect.
Want me to hit send for you?
I can do it.
You sure?
Yeah, I need to press the button myself.
Deep breath.
Sent.
How do you feel?
Shaky, but clear.
That's your power returning.
I'm staring at the phone, waiting for a reply.
Don't.
I know.
Turn it over, walk away.
I'm putting it in a drawer.
Good.
He didn't even ask how I've been.
Because it wasn't about you. It was about getting back what he lost.
Exactly.
I'm proud of you for not getting pulled back in.
He said he missed me, but he never said he respected me.
Bingo.
I'm shaking again.
Shake, then settle.
This is harder than I thought.
Because healing means holding the line when your heart wants to cave.
I want to scream.
Then scream into your pillow, or sing loudly, or run with Cooper.
I needed him to say sorry differently.
Closure doesn't come from the other person.
I know.
It comes from choosing not to reopen what cut you.
Say that again.
Closure is choosing not to reopen what cut you.
I'm writing that down.
Tattoo it on your soul.
I think I'm going to cry.
Then cry. Your tears are allowed.
I don't want to feel weak.
Tears aren't weakness. They're the body's way of releasing truth.
What if I still miss him?
Then let yourself miss him, but don't mistake missing for wanting him back.
There's a difference?
One is grief, the other is self-abandonment.
Wow.
You can miss the dream without returning to the nightmare.
My heart needed that.
Keep reminding yourself you didn't leave love, you left confusion.
That hits deep.
You don't have to feel guilty for protecting your peace.
He used to say I was too sensitive.
Because your emotions got in the way of his control.
I'm not too sensitive.
You're emotionally intelligent. There's a difference.
I think I want to write again tonight.
Another list?
More like a goodbye letter I'll never send.
Do it. Pour it all out.
I want to write, you don't get to come back just because you're lonely.
Yes.
You don't get to use my forgiveness as your foot in the door.
Keep going.
You don't get to call it love when it felt like walking on eggshells.
That's the closure letter.
You don't get to touch my peace with your regret.
Susan?
I needed to say it somewhere.
You did. You said it here.
I'm tired, but not the heavy kind.
The clean kind.
I'm going to sleep with Cooper on the bed again tonight.
Where he belongs.
He always knew.
Animals see through people faster than we do.
I think tomorrow I'll go buy new curtains.
Close the chapter. Open new light.
Thank you for holding me steady.
Thank you for choosing yourself.
I love you.
I love you more, always.
Guess what I did today?
Tell me everything.
I took myself out to brunch.
You went somewhere, alone.
Yep. Sat by the window, ordered pancakes and coffee.
I'm already proud.
I didn't check my phone once.
That's major.
I just watched people pass by, felt the sun on my face.
Did it feel weird?
At first, then freeing.
This is what healing looks like.
There was a couple at the table beside me, laughing.
Did it hurt to watch?
Number it gave me hope.
Hope for what?
That maybe not all relationships end in damage.
That's the truth.
I didn't envy them. I just appreciated them.
Because you're not bitter.
I thought I would be after Craig.
You chose healing, not hate. That's rare.
I feel like I'm becoming me again.
You're not becoming. You're remembering.
That line gave me chills.
Good. Tattoo it somewhere.
I even smiled at the waiter. Flirted a little.
Oh.
He had dimples. What was I supposed to do?
Drown in them. Obviously.
I left my number on the receipt.
Shut up.
In pencil. Small, casual.
I'm losing it. Who even are you right now?
I don't know. But I kinda like her.
She's fire.
He hasn't texted.
Doesn't matter.
Nope. It wasn't about him. It was about me.
That's the best kind of move.
I'm realizing I used to wait for validation constantly.
Because you were made to question yourself.
I'd ask Craig, "Do you like this dress?"
And if he said no, you'd change.
Every time.
Not anymore.
Now I wear what makes me feel like a goddess.
Yes.
I walked into that restaurant today like I owned the sidewalk.
That's the energy.
It's strange. The more I let go of him, the more room I have inside.
You made space for you.
I didn't realize how much of myself I had dimmed.
We shrink to survive sometimes.
But I want to stretch now. Grow.
Bloom, baby.
You're gonna laugh.
Oh, I'm ready.
I signed up for a pottery class.
Stop.
Monday evenings.
I'm obsessed.
I want to create something with my hands.
After all the breaking, you deserve to mold.
I'm nervous.
Of course, do it anyway.
What if I suck?
Then you suck with style.
First time I touched wet clay, I started crying.
Already went.
Trial class last night.
And?
The instructor said, "Let the clay follow your hands."
I'm weeping.
I felt like I was rebuilding myself.
You are.
Each spin of the wheel felt like taking back time.
That's poetry.
I left with muddy shoes and a full heart.
Keep going. Keep choosing you.
I'm scared the high will wear off.
Then ride it while it's here.
I want to fill my life with color again.
Paint it bold.
I'm thinking of changing my hair.
Do it. Chop, dye, whatever feels free.
Maybe auburn. Something fiery.
Because you are fire.
Craig hated red tones.
Then it's absolutely perfect.
He always said I looked too loud in bright colors.
You were never too loud. He was just too dull.
I want to wear yellow again.
Buy it today. Don't wait.
I think I will.
Wear it to pottery. Wear it to brunch. Wear it to your healing.
I love how you speak.
That's because I love how you've grown.
Do you think we ever fully heal?
I think we just learn how to live beautifully with the scars.
That made me tear up.
You're allowed.
Sometimes I worry I'll still attract the wrong kind of men.
You might, but now you won't keep them.
I'll spot it sooner.
And walk away faster.
I'll never apologize again for being whole.
Promise?
Promise.
Say it.
I promise to never dim myself for someone else's comfort again.
That's it. That's the vow.
I feel like I should throw a party.
Susan's rebirth bash.
Cooper as guest of honor.
With a steak cake.
And party hats.
I'll bring the wine.
Do you think I'll ever really trust someone again?
Yes, but this time you'll trust yourself first.
That changes everything.
It changes you.
I needed this today.
I'll keep showing up until you never need to ask.
You always do.
That's love.
Better than any relationship I've had.
Because it's real, without conditions.
I think that's what I want from now on.
Then that's what you'll attract.
I'm going to go buy that yellow dress.
Buy two. One for today, one for the future you.
I love you.
I love you more.
I wore the yellow dress.
Shut upper.
Walked straight into the bookstore like I owned it.
Now that is power.
I caught my reflection and didn't look away.
That's healing.
I bought 3 books. One was poetry.
Of course.
I also bought a candle called Sunshine Memory.
I love that.
I lit it as soon as I got home. The house smelled like something new.
Because it is something new.
I rearranged the furniture. Again.
Let your space shift with your spirit.
I moved the couch near the window.
So you can sit in light.
Exactly.
I'm so proud of you, Susan.
It's strange. I don't feel like I'm rebuilding anymore.
What do you feel like?
Like I'm discovering.
That's even better.
It's not about fixing the brokenness. It's about unfolding.
You're not broken. You're blooming.
I even changed the background on my phone.
To what?
A photo of Cooper on the hill behind our house, his ears flying in the wind.
That's joy.
Every time I unlock it, I remember who I really am.
Safe, free, bright.
I got an email today.
From who?
Craig's sister.
You're kidding.
She said, "Just wanted you to know Craig's been a mess. I think he's finally realizing what he lost."
Too bad, so sad.
She said she hoped I might give him another chance someday.
What?
She said he talks about you every day.
And that's your problem how?
I didn't respond.
Good.
I don't owe the past anything.
Nope.
Still, it shook me a little.
That's natural.
Like a ghost knocking on the window.
Let it knock. You don't have to open the curtains.
I keep thinking, was I really that invisible to him when we were together?
Yes, because he chose not to see.
Now suddenly he's haunted?
He's not haunted by you. He's haunted by the loss of control.
I needed to hear that.
It was never about love. It was about ownership.
I was never his to own.
Exactly.
What scares me is how close I came to marrying him.
But you didn't.
I had the ring picked.
But no ceremony, no vows.
I almost moved states for him.
But you didn't pack.
I almost sold the house.
But it's still yours.
I almost gave Cooper away.
And instead, you gave Craig the door.
Sometimes we win just by not losing ourselves.
Susan, that's a quote.
Write it down.
Done.
I don't want to live in fear of the next man.
You won't.
But I also don't want to close every door forever.
That's not what healing is.
Then what is it?
It's building a filter, not a wall.
Filtering for what?
For peace, safety, respect, realness.
I can do that.
You already are.
Do you think people can really change?
Only if they want to, and most don't want to lose their power to do it.
So Craig probably hasn't.
He probably hasn't even started.
I used to beg him to listen to me.
And now your silence is louder than any speech.
He never once asked what I needed.
Because he was too busy telling you who to be.
I used to think if I just did everything right, he'd love me better.
You don't earn love by disappearing.
That hit me.
I know.
I was so scared of being too much.
Now you know, you were just with someone not enough.
I feel like I can finally breathe without waiting for someone to approve.
That's liberation.
And Cooper just snores next to me without judgment.
Dogs are the original therapists.
I think I want to volunteer at the shelter.
Yes.
Help other dogs find the kind of love Cooper gave me.
And give the kind of love you gave him.
Maybe help other women too.
Now you're glowing.
I want to speak at support groups.
You should.
Share the story. Let them know they're not alone.
You'd be amazing.
I don't feel like a victim anymore.
You're not. You're the author.
I think that's what I'll do.
Start writing.
Yes, my story.
Title?
He made me choose, so I chose me.
That's power.
I wanted to help people laugh, cry, and heal.
Just like you've done.
I'm scared to put it out there.
That means it matters.
Would you read the first draft?
Only if you let me cry on page 3.
Deal.
I'll be your first reader, biggest fan, loudest cheerleader.
I couldn't have done this without you.
Number you did this, I just stood beside you.
Thank you anyway.
Always.
I'm going to write tonight. For real.
Write raw, write honest, write you.
I will.
Promise.
Promise. I just finished the first chapter.
What?
It poured out of me like water.
I'm already crying and I haven't read a word.
I titled it The Day I Didn't Flinch.
Goosebumps.
I described packing his things into poop bags.
That moment will live rent-free in my soul forever.
I wrote about the silence after he left. How terrifying and peaceful it was at once.
Because real freedom is unfamiliar at first.
I reread what I wrote and didn't recognize myself.
That's because you met the version of you that was buried.
I think she's here to stay.
She better be.
I wrote about Cooper too.
He's the heart of the story.
I said he never asked me to be less. He never punished me for softness.
I need to frame that.
I wrote, he never made me choose, but I chose him anyway.
That line will break people wide open.
I cried the whole time, but it wasn't grief anymore.
What was it?
Release.
Then let it all go.
I feel like I've been holding my breath for a year.
And now?
I'm exhaling.
You did the bravest thing a woman can do.
Leave before I forgot myself completely?
Exactly.
I still hear his voice sometimes.
That'll fade. Your own voice will get louder.
I caught myself apologizing to the barista today. For nothing.
Old reflexes. Be gentle with them.
I took the apology back.
That's growth.
I stood taller after.
You are taller.
I looked at myself in the mirror tonight and said, "You're enough."
Say it again.
I'm enough.
Again.
I am enough.
And you always were.
Thank you for never letting me forget that.
I just reminded you. You remembered.
Sometimes I think about the girl I was a year ago.
What would you say to her?
I'd say, you already know. Trust that knowing.
She'd cry hearing that.
She'd be scared, but she'd feel hope.
She'd be proud of you now.
I hope so.
I know so.
I think I'll always carry a little scar.
Good. It'll remind you that you survived.
I don't want revenge.
Because you don't need it.
I want peace.
And you've got it.
It's quiet tonight.
That's your heart not bracing anymore.
Cooper's asleep at my feet.
Right where he belongs.
I feel safe.
That's the full circle.
I'm going to keep writing.
Tell your story.
And maybe help someone choose themselves too.
You will.
Good night, Janet.
Good night, Susan.
I love you.
I love you more.